Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Hello to my new subscribers. Thank you guys. I'm so grateful for all that is subscribing and commenting. I really do appreciate it. And it just really warms my heart to know that you guys are enjoying the actual Word of God and the content, because we're all just servants of the Lord, and I'm just doing what I have been convicted to do, and that's share more of my faith. And I'm just glad that I can do it with you guys. So thank you so much for the encouraging words and for all of your kindness and the subscribing. It's just a blessing. The whole aspect of what's going on in the world has completely dramatically changed. And so I wanted to come on here and share with you about my healing journey. A lot of things have happened within this year that has affected my health. So I am feeling it, and I've been feeling it. So I've been in the gym and nothing was working. So I've been really focused on this lately because it does affect your energy, and you do actually feel bloated all the time, and that is getting better. It hasn't completely done a complete 180, but it is getting much better. So I'm looking forward to the time when it's no longer an issue at all. I have taken a lot of things out of my diet. Since I've met my husband, we started going to the gym together when we got married, and we've always been in the gym, and we had the kids and we still were going to the gym. So we've always been gym rats. And I also had some apple cider vinegar and water almost like every night before bed. And that seemed to just help. The gut bacteria has been lacking. We used to do the pills, and that really isn't enough bacteria that's good for your gut. And we did that, like we have done that for years, and it really did not help us much because we both had digestion issues. My grandmom, and I know she is before the Lord. She's a believer, and I was not concerned about that, but it's just the actual caring and watching her decline was very stressful, and hearing about it before even arriving was stressful. So after our visit, I decided to start the Daniel fast. And so I prayed about it, and I just set up everything to do it. I think Whole Foods is way more healthier than all the processed stuff that they're selling nowadays. So I've been in this process of healing. I have lost, I would say, about 8 pounds. And I know that means that, my body is doing well. It is actually adjusting, because I couldn't budge a pound. I would probably drop 2 pounds and then gain those 2 pounds right back. So I don't even think it was weight. It was most likely water. And that was where I stayed for like so long, when I was just inflamed. So I know my body's healing, and I'm very grateful to God about it, because I did this 21-day Daniel fast, and that was actually harder for me to do. So the water fast is actually easier. Even though it was hard, it was easier for me because I wasn't still eating. And once I started doing the Daniel fast, it seemed like it was so hard. Did I have to do all these fasts? No. I could have waited on the Lord. The nudge to try the fast actually is what I was leaning on when I prayed about it. I did it. I had to call out to Him. I had needed some answers to some things, and I did receive those answers and more. Like I said, I am not incorporating anything. I would say you should, if you're going through some type of gut issues, hormonal issues, that's another thing with the estrogen I had going on. I feel like that's more balanced because I am not having any sort of those same problems I was having before with too much estrogen. but I believe that is so much better. So I do know that I just felt the nudge to try it, and I did do the fast, and I have to be honest. Yes, my prayers got addressed. The Lord did answer. May not all of them have been the answer I wanted. I did get the answers though. I did get those things that I was calling out to Him about addressed. He has been so gracious to help me in this whole process, and I feel so much better. Blessing, and I don't know, I don't promote fasting or anything like that. I'm just being honest with you with what I went through and the reasons why, and my energy has gotten better. Reach out to the Lord in prayer and ask Him what you need, because I actually prayed for months for help with my digestion. But yes, fasting did actually heal my body. There is this wonderful thing that God has left and blessed us. And we reach out to Him, we call out to Him, and when we need specific answers, ask those specific questions. He will give you the answer. And so I am not putting this video out to just, promote fasting, because that's the last thing I want to do. It's not meant for everyone to do that. I did it, and not under doctor's supervision. I would suggest you would get a doctor's supervision. So in healing my heart, my body, and my mind, and my gut, I was going through all of these things. The decisions and all of this, I went before the Lord before each one, making it, known before Him, asking Him for direction and wisdom on it. And I would say do the same if you're going through anything. As for the physicians or the practitioners that you need to be brought before for the Lord to be the one to guide you through that. Everyone's journey is going to be different. But one thing that is certain, the foods that are out there today is not all the best, and it's really good to make as much as you can yourselves. That at least hearing what I went through may help somebody. I don't know, but I will show some clips of what I'm eating now. And how I'm eating, I'm going back to incorporating more of the juices and the fruits and the vegetables, which I've always done. I'm incorporating way more fruits than I did before when I did keto, before doing all of this stuff, because I've tried a lot of things to correct my gut health, and that just to avoid anybody from going through what I did, let me be the guinea pig, you guys. You guys stay away from it. I would just suggest you guys lean on the Lord for his wisdom in all of these things, and I hope and pray that you guys are living healthy and making your lifestyle more vibrant. We are the ones who decide what goes into our families' mouths and what they're digesting. So let us make the best of it. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope that you will benefit from what I've shared today.